problem statement. In fact, most of the times we say that identifying the right problem is more important than building the solution, because there are going to be a lot of people who will help you in terms of building the solution. But in terms of identifying the right problem is very important, and being focused about it. What is the exact problem? What is the exact pain point? A lot of times people talk about, solving all the problems of the world. With one application, with one solution, you're not going to solve all the problems of the world. So the more focused you are, the more narrow down you can be in terms of your problem, the better it helps, rather than saying that you'll solve all the problems of humanity with one application. The second aspect, which is equally important, is to collect some data and statistics to show that the problem is really a big problem. You don't want to solve a problem which happens once in a leap year. You don't want to solve a problem which affects, let's say, only 10 people in the world. You want to solve a problem which affects a lot of people. You want to solve a problem which is really a pain point. So it makes a lot of sense to collect statistics from authentic sources and give the link of those sources as to what is the problem you're trying to solve and how big is the problem, how enormous is the problem. Then we talk about identifying the stakeholders. Again, here we are talking about the roles. For example, if you're building a solution for a, let's say, for a cab driver, then the stakeholder, let's say you're talking about having automated solutions to check that there is no drunken driving, then the stakeholders probably would be the cab driver, the law enforcement agency, and the company which is offering the cab service, let's say Uber or Ola, right? So this is how you identify the stakeholders, all the relevant people involved in that ecosystem. I hope I'm okay with these 3 points. This is essentially trying to define the problem statement so that people are very clear what you're trying to solve, what is the actual pain point that you're trying to solve. Second is, many a times people may know what is the size of the problem, but it makes a lot of sense for you to give exact statistics and say, 27% of people are affected because of this, or 25% of accidents happen because of drunken driving on roads. I'm just taking the example of drunken driving, right? But then it has to be supported by some authentic source of information, not some here and say, not some random blog. Okay. It is better if you can verify it from 2 or 3 sources before you put those statistics there, rather than saying, I feel so, I assume so, or this is my understanding. That doesn't cut ice. It makes a lot of sense if you give authentic source of information. Third, we said identifying the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders who are involved, who get affected with that particular, problem or solution. Then we are talking about the fourth point here, which is about what are the existing solutions. Now, for every problem, there is some sort of solution. It may be an automated solution. It may be an IoT solution. It may be a non-IoT solution. It may be some kind of manual intervention. So you have to try and identify all the possible existing solutions, all the possible ways in which the problem is being solved today, right? Like I said, it is not necessary. For example, if you are using Raspberry Pi and someone is building a solution using Arduino, please mention it that this kind of solution exists. Or if it is being done manually, or for example, if it's being done in a semi-automated way, all those points you're going to list out, instead of trying to say that there is no solution which exists today, which looks very immature. A lot of people have this problem of saying there is no solution as of today. It only shows that you have not done enough research. It only shows that you don't have common sense. What you're going to put here is talk about all the ways that it is being solved today. Maybe there is some solution which is exactly similar to what you're building. Maybe there are solutions which are in a different way, but you're going to try and list out those solutions. And then you will have a slide which will talk about how your solution is unique. Well, if your solution is not unique, then there's no point of building that solution, right? So you're going to build a solution only if it is unique, which means you're going to talk about or do a comparative analysis of your solution. Now, this could be in terms of accuracy of solution. This could be in terms of size and design. This could be in terms of cost. This could be in terms of the superior technology that you're using. This could be in terms of reliability. This could be in terms of ease of using, right? In terms of the interface or design, whatever it could be, right? And be honest about it. Don't try to hide the advantages or good points about other solutions, and don't try to hype about your solution, because anyone who's going to listen to you, anyone who's going to you know, see your presentation, listen to your solution, or look at your solution, will be able to make out the difference. So the first and foremost thing is to have the common sense and honesty to say what is good in your solution and what is not good in your solution, or what is good in your solution and what is also good in other solution. So I think it makes a lot of sense in terms of bringing out how your solution is unique. It can be done in terms of a comparative analysis table. It can be done in terms of a diagram. It can be done, that's left to you. How you want to represent is left to you, but the idea is to bring out that uniqueness. So what we have also done is, if you go down, we have listed a typical 6 or 7 slide presentation which can be used as far as your ideas are concerned. The first one is the cover slide, of course, which has the product name, tagline, and the team details. The second one is where you define the problem statement, like we just discussed above. Okay, problem statement supporting your statistics, references, links. Well, the idea is that you represent the problem statement in one slide, but in some cases, if you have some very powerful image, you can always use 2 slides instead of 1 slide. No one stops you from doing that, but as far as possible, keep it a short and crisp presentation. So the problem statement and the statistics, references, all that can come in 1 slide. The present scenario, which talks about the existing solutions, again, existing solutions with some uh, reference links. If there is some video, if there's some photograph, whatever it is, all of that you can share. And then the proposed solution, what is that you want to build? How do you want to solve the problem? Then of course the uniqueness of your solution. There can be 1 slide on the technology details. All of you are technology engineers, so you will be very excited in talking about, we're using this architecture, we're using Raspberry Pi, then it connects to the cloud this way, and then it talks to the data this way, and then this is how the analysis is done. So you may have a lot of things to share in terms of technology. You can use 1 slide about technology, but please don't start off your presentation with technology. Don't say that I'm using Raspberry Pi so and so sensor. It doesn't excite anyone. Technology is just a tool, it's just a means. What people are interested in knowing is what is the solution you are building, and even more than that, what is the problem you're trying to solve. So if you're able to appeal to the people that this is an important problem and this is a problem that I'm trying to solve and this is how I'm trying to solve, uh, technology can always, you know, come in.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello, Chandana.
Can you guys please keep your this thing on mute? Right. And then, of course, the last slide, 7th slide we have mentioned here is about a demo video. What do we mean by demo video? Well, a lot of times it so happens that you put in a lot of effort. The solution is working perfectly well when you're showing it to your friends, when you're showing it to your internal mentors and guides. And suddenly at the time when you're showing it to some external jury or some mentor or some visitor, it doesn't work. Something doesn't work. It happens a lot of times with technology. The best thing is to always take a video of the working. You can take the video with your mobile phone. You can take a video with a simple camera. Take a video of the whole working solution and keep it as a backup, just in case your solution doesn't work at that time. You can always share the video. Sometimes if you have to show the demonstration on dais, you will have some problem with the power connection, you will have some problem with the network sometimes. So all these things, to have a backup as a video backup is always helpful. So that's why it's mentioned in the slide 7 that you can always have a video as a backup. Of course, people would like to see the